Every time I upload a History is Alive video, I get comments like, "Are you trolling? You used to be a skeptic. You don't actually believe any of this, right? This is too crazy. Say psych. Please say psych." I've said this many times throughout the series. Please do not take these videos seriously. They're just for fun. And trust me, I know that there are a ton of content creators online that'll say things like that to either avoid breaking community guidelines or to just give themselves a license to talk about and push whatever ignorant ideology they feel like without consequences. But I promise you, that's not why I say it. I genuinely just want you to see this series as fictional. And I thought that maybe you would want to have fun with me too, talking about subjects that are either not really that important or that are so far outside of my area of expertise, I genuinely don't deserve to have an opinion on them. And in this series, I've talked about a lot of the different delusions and lies that various conspiracy theory communities have pushed. And I've also warned you that there's a lot of scary propaganda floating around the internet guised as alternative history. I think it's really important that everybody know that a lot of the narratives that have come out of like the ancient aliens community or the alternative history community in general have actually come from white supremacists. As silly as that sounds, ancient aliens and things like giants and alternative history are used as a subtle way to push fascism. If you research some of those alternative ideas, it's not that uncommon to find that the source of those concepts was a white supremacist. If people are talking about aliens or giants in their videos, then there's a really good chance that they're employing revisionist history as a way to make white people sound more godly and important. Alternative history is an extremely effective way to demoralize people. With alternative history, you can essentially drum up any kind of narrative you want that changes our modern perspective of different groups. I'm not saying my stuff was an answer to that, but I was trying so hard to avoid that stuff. Do any of you remember how we all used to joke that the History Channel was really just the Hitler Channel, showing all Hitler content all day? Even if the context of all of that content was to show you that Hitler lost or that Hitler was a bad person, still constantly talking about him in that way made him sound powerful, made him sound like he meant something. That's a subtle form of propaganda. To people who worship him, they would just see that everyone's talking about him all the time, so that must mean he was really important. Well, it's not a coincidence that the History Channel now is completely saturated with content about ancient aliens and giants. These subjects are often dog whistles for Aryans.